Back with Gaming with Wolves. My name's Ryan.
And I'm Dave.
Okay, so this is Bruce Lee on the Spectrum, and I used to play this back in the day, back in the good old 80s. And I used to watch a lot of Bruce Lee. Did you watch a lot of Bruce Lee, Dave?
Not in the 80s, but when I was older, I watched loads, Big Boss and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Great films.
Have you ever seen Fist of Fury?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was my personal favourite. I love Fist of Fury. I always looked forward to the bit at the end because, like, when I was a kid, I used to think like Fist of Fury was a special technique, you know. And at the end, he does this thing where he's fighting this Russian guy in this at this Japanese master's location, and he he's getting beaten up, which is not very typical for Bruce Lee. He used to just dispatch people quite readily, but in this case, he was a mean Russian dude, like a Zangief type of guy, you know. And anyway, he was getting the better Bruce Lee. So Bruce Lee did this, what I used to think was the Fist of Fury technique, and he was like waving his hands, and then like the hands became all psychedelic and stuff like that. And I thought, he's doing the Fist of Fury.
They're fighting each other. See that?
That was
Those
cool.
Two fought each other then.
Wow.
I've never seen that
I really
before.
like the graphics. It's like charming, isn't it? Very minimalist, but like the hippo and the sort of the decor, it's brilliant. And I like the way with the lanterns. By the way, I'll just talk about what we're doing. So I've got to get these lanterns to open up different exits and locations to get further into the level. I'm going to wait for Bolo to fall down like that, and then I can go down, and I can. I hope the ninja doesn't get me. Get those, and then whoa! You fly and kick me. It's okay. It's okay. We're all right. Now let's go up here. Whoa!
That was close.
Yeah, it was close. Whoa! Then you can fall down there, and then I go here. There we go. And then go over here, and I think, there's a few lanterns here.
Cool.
But yeah, I do like it's quite charming, the graphics, and I like the way. I think we were talking about this last time. How the lanterns, the lights kind of spilling onto the the top bits there. Can you see? And if you collect it,
the light goes
away. I think that's a nice little touch, isn't it?
It's a very nice little touch, definitely.
But
nice one.
Yeah, it's a solid game. The graphics are really nice. And I like that you can tell what the sprites are. You can tell that's meant to be Bolo. Or is it Han? It's got to be Bolo. It's a big bloke.
Yeah.
It's Bolo and the ninja. See, now it's opened up that little hatch there, with that little hole. Okay, so now I love these colours.
Typical Spectrum psychedelia.
Yeah. It's really cool. No, that's a bad idea. Come on, let's go. I missed that one. That is, I don't know if that's. Okay, it's okay.
Oh, that was alright.
All right, okay, we're in business. So you've got to avoid these swords here on this Silver River bit. But if you go up and then walk off it in a minute, like there, Bolo should go to his death. Go on, carry on going up. There you go.
Oh,
usually does.
Oh, that was a bit nasty. Oh no.
Okay, well, let's try that again. So,
the computer's doing exactly what we didn't want it to do today, isn't it?
So anyway, I think I can just like speedrun this, but yeah, usually just like kills himself on the swords. There we go, and they're not going to catch up now. There we go, like that. And he he offs himself on the swords down there. Okay, time it well. Okay, that should be okay. Yeah. There's some deadly flowers here, which you've got to avoid.
The strange petals.
Yeah, the strange petals. Well, yeah, that's okay.
Oh.
And then get the two together. Jump. Like that.
You triggered that one.
there, and they kill
For a
themselves.
ninja, he's not very good, is he?
No, that is true. Oh no!
Oh, that'll hurt in the morning.
Yeah. Okay. Ready? No. Okay, that's all right. Jump here. Get the lantern. Get the double lantern. And then just avoid Bolo and the ninja.
Yeah.
Okay. So you need to jump and avoid that thing, then jump and avoid the swords, and then get the level down here. No Bolo or ninja this time. Okay. So this is sort of like
Electrical glass.
deadly dot.
Glass,
Yeah, it could
I
be
mean.
like an electrical floor or something. I wonder what that is,
Yeah.
what that represents.
It's all in our imagination of the spectrum, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of it.
Yeah, that's the charm, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love those silver rivers.
They are cool.
And what I like the leaves at the top. I wonder what that's meant to represent. Is it like the gardens or something? You know,
yeah, could well be, yeah.
in the Emperor's. Oh, you know what? I think I've screwed. Oh, no, it's okay. Okay, that's it. So all to do with the time in this bit. So here we've got to get the two lanterns at the top, obviously, but then it'll reverse the river. So it walks. There we go. So that's reversed the river, and that one's opened up that. Nice little mechanisms in here. I mean, simple but effective.
Yeah.
So
Nice one.
there you go.
More electric fence, maybe.
So a little bit of Bruce Lee trivia. You know, in Enter the Dragon, do you know who Bruce Lee's fighting at the beginning, the opening scene? That kind of rotund gentleman with long hair.
Oh, I don't know.
That is Sammo Hung,
Oh, wow.
the Sammo Hung.
Cool.
And Jackie Chan is also in Enter the Dragon, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
So Jackie Chan is one of the stunt guys getting his neck snapped by Bruce Lee.
Ouch. I know about that in the morning.
And he's actually got a tash. Like, it's one of the few times that you see Jackie Chan with a tash. But yeah. But another little bit of trivia. Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan was talking about how he really admired Bruce Lee when he was doing stunt work for him, and he actually did stunt work for Fist of Fury.
Oh, nice.
So he earned the respect of Bruce Lee when they were doing this scene. Well, Jackie Chan was doing this scene as a stuntman at this location. I think it's the Japanese boss at the end. There's a scene where the Japanese guy, hang on, I'll just tell you after I've done this. The Japanese guy is fighting Bruce Lee, and Bruce Lee kicks him through the paper window. There we go.
That's got to hurt in the morning. Being kicked through a window.
Yeah,
Whether
and
it's paper or not.
yeah. Well, so they sort of went, because what happens is with a lot of. Oh,
You may as well get that last one.
no. Oh yeah, it reverses the. Hang on, no.
No, you can't, can you?
Oh, that's all right. Okay.
Hey.
So what happened is they have a pulley on them, like a harness that's carefully concealed with a wire on their back. So the idea was Bruce Lee kicks the end boss through the window,
Mm-hmm.
and Jackie Chan is the stuntman representing the baddie.
Right.
So he kicks him through the glass. Now the stunt team pulled him like really, really far, and so when he goes through the glass, he like flew all the way across the garden, through the glass, through the garden, and he kind of like, it was a really sort of quite a dangerous stunt, and I think he injured himself as a result because they kind of pulled him too hard.
Whoops.
Right. Anyway, so he gained the respect of Bruce Lee because he was like, he's Jackie Chan. He's always up for the crack,
Getting
you know.
hurt, yeah.
Well, no, just getting hurt, but like he's always like fearless, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like he kind of
totally.
jumps into it. And he's like, yeah, I'll do it myself, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But even as a stuntman, I suppose he had that spirit. So Bruce Lee sort of took him to dinner.
Oh, cool.
You know, and like kind of like made a fuss of him and all that because he was injured and stuff. And so he was saying how cool Bruce Lee was and how much he like, you know, really cared for the sort of the team that worked with him and so forth, you know.
Yeah.
But I think that's a really cool story, you know, like just the fact that Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee crossed paths and actually befriended each other.
That is
really
so cool.
Another bit of trivia is at the beginning, once again, at the beginning of Enter the Dragon, there's a scene where Bruce Lee, after he's beaten Sammo Hung, he does backflips and then he does a gamble over the sort of like archway, the human archway that they make for him.
Oh, yes.
So he gambles over it. Now, the guy who actually did that is one of the 7 Little Fortunes of the Peking Opera that Jackie Chan was attended.
Oh, right.
And so there was Yen Biao, Sammo Hung, Jackie Chan, and this other guy, I can't remember his name, but he's in a film with Yen Biao called Iceman Cometh. He's the bad guy.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, and he's also a bad guy that's smoking the cigar in Dragons Forever at the end. And he's a really, really good martial artist and a good actor, actually. You know, he acts in those Hong Kong films quite well.
Cool.
So he was the stuntman that did that stunt. He was doubling for Bruce Lee.
Oh, wow.
You know, like when he was doing the backflip and then like gamboling over, you know,
yeah.
That was the guy. And I wish I knew his name. We would probably kind of put it in the description or something like that. Okay, so I don't know which one to go to this. I remember this now. So the cool thing about this show is we're sort of coming back to these games and we haven't played them in 35 years or something.
Yeah.
Right? Like the last time I played I was 9 years old,
Yeah.
back in sort of the 80s.
Test your memory a bit now.
So I don't know which one is the right one. I've got no idea. Oh no. I'm going to try this one.
I wonder if it randomises.
It could do. Okay. Are we going to do game state or not bother?
Nah.
Let it fall down. I really do like the graphics. I like the yin and yang symbols.
It's cool, isn't it? I like how it does push-ups there.
Yeah. Like when he goes on sort of the Carlson show or something and he's doing like one-fingered push-ups, Bruce Lee. Have you seen that?
What? No.
Yeah.
Wow.
One-handed push-ups and one-fingered push-ups. Yeah, he was famous for doing that. Oh, no. Oh! Okay, that works.
Cool.
It's going to follow, yeah. Okay, get the flower. Gra! Gra! Oh, yes! Look at that. Into the flower.
Nice.
Out of the frying pan, into the flower. Oh, look, I remember this flashing yin yang sign. If you do this, that's done something.
Yes. Definitely done something.
I think it's opened up something somewhere along the line. So, whoop. If we go here. Yeah, I don't know what it's done. It does do something, I remember. So, yeah, talking about the 7 Little Fortunes. So that's not the right one.
No.
Okay, should we try this one?
Yeah, I think so.
So, talking about the 7 Little Fortunes, the Peking opera that Jackie Chan was part of. Oh, this is hard. Okay, he's going to kill himself. What? They're hitting each other. Oh, there you go. Okay, come on. Okay, let him do that. Go in the middle. Do that.
Oh, that was unlucky.
I was trying to get the flare on him. Kill the flower. Okay, alright, space. No. Go. Always believe in you. Sorry, no, I'm just saying that. Troy. Yeah, but so the 7 Little Fortunes. I'm just going to stay here for a little bit and tell a little bit of the story. So the Peking opera was, for those who don't know, is sort of like the Cirque du Soleil of China, and they kind of go around in a troupe, and people study there from a very, very young age. It's very grueling. It's very skillful. But that's where Jackie Chan developed a lot of his acrobatics.
Oh,
because
wow.
the Peking Opera, they not only teach them about opera, they teach, because of the sort of show that they do, they teach them all kinds of different martial arts and wushu and things like that.
Oh, nice.
In the Jackie Chan biography that I read, he was talking about how when they got up in the morning, they had to run for 2 hours without having anything to drink.
Ouch.
Then they had to go in a handstand for an hour or over an hour, and whoever broke the handstand was caned.
Ow.
Like, so they were like shaking, like their arms were shaking, and they needed to stay in a handstand for an hour.
Oh,
can you imagine that?
Grueling. I couldn't do that.
It was. I mean, it was torturous. It really was. But you know, you could argue that
set them up for the rest of their lives.
That's how Jackie Chan became so world famous, because he could do all these feats on screen. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like some incredible stuff in Project A. 1 and 2.
Yeah,
you know,
Police Story was great. That was one of my first Jackie Chan films.
Police Story is brilliant. Yeah, Police Story 1, where he falls from like kind of that in that shopping mall. He kind of does that big fall, doesn't he? Down the lights. Down the kind of fireman's pole thing. Yeah. So he jumps onto it from the top level, goes down the lights, and then and he apparently another story about that, because I used to be mad on Jackie Chan. When he was when he did that stunt, you know, in Police Story, where he jumps down that pole, and there's all the lights on the pole, and it explodes, and then he goes through the bottom.
Yeah.
Well, apparently they rigged it up incorrectly, so there was too much wattage. So as he was going down, he burnt all his hands. He burnt all his hands, and then he smashed through the thing at the bottom, and he, if you look at that scene, when he smashes down, he carries on acting. He kind of runs to the baddie and grabs the baddie, and then they say cut. So he carries on after the stunt. But if you look at the outtakes, they have to stop filming and take him to hospital after that.
Ouch.
Yeah, and there's another thing in Operation Condor where he got a hole in his head.
Ow, that hurt in the morning.
Well, like, because he fell like about 40 feet. Like, so what the stunt was, it was kind of a like comparatively easy stunt for Jackie Chan. So what it was, he needed to jump onto a tree, grab the top of the tree, and the tree bent, and then like kind of enabled him to kind of like, you know, almost pole vault, makeshift pole vault to the next level.
Cool.
And he was like really, really high up, and it was, you know, sort of an urban setting.
Yeah.
And he was like about 40 feet up or something. So he did that, and the tree branch broke, and he fell all the way to the bottom, and he cracked his head on, you know, some hard floor or concrete or something.
Ouch.
And he cracked his skull, so they had to, you know,
get to
hospital. I don't know if they air ambulanced him off or something. And he's got actually a hole in his head as a result of that. Like, because I remember when he went on the Jonathan Ross show, like, or it was TFI Friday with Chris Evans, and he like kind of he said like, put your hand there, and like they put the finger in his head, and they were like they pulled out like kind of, because it creeps him out sort of thing. But
wow,
yeah.
Oh, there's some more of those double.
Yeah. Good game though. This it's nice and simple. Oh, this is gonna.
It's nice and simple.
Can we do
no,
that?
it's not.
Hang on. I hope they don't come. Okay, it's okay. Do you want to do a quick game state save? What do you reckon?
I'm not sure how to do it actually.
We'll carry on.
Okay, sorry, dude.
No, don't worry.
I'll find out.
I'm up for the challenge. Don't worry. He said. No, it's okay. It's okay. What?
What? You were nowhere near that one.
No, it's not very responsive. The days of the specky.
Yeah.
You've got to take that into consideration. Oh, that's it. There we go. So this one, you have to follow the dot, I remember, and jump in the middle. So dirt like that, and then jump again. I did the press, and it didn't respond. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Got to do it before. See, they're going over. I've got to take in. It's a bit like a Prince of Persia scenario. It's like there's a lag, there's a delay in when you press the button and when you jump.
Yeah.
So next time we're going to take that into consideration and sort of preempt it and hit the jump before. So should we give it another go?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's go. But actually, you know that there. I think that's the end of the level.
Oh wow!
I think that's the end of the. I think it's not a very long game, so I think that's the end.
Do you want to give double lives this time, then?
Nah, just do that. It's fine.
Okay.
So, yeah. But yeah, we used to watch loads of Bruce Lee films back in the day. You know, you got Fist of Fury, Way of the Dragon, which was actually, I believe, Return of the Dragon for the American market.
Oh, right, okay.
And I think it was one of the few sort of Hong Kong films that was shot internationally because it was shot in Italy.
Oh, cool.
And I remember there was a funny scene, like if anyone's seen the dub of it, because everything in this country was the dubbed version. We never had subtitles, right? So there was only one version and it was dubbed badly.
Yeah.
Because the dubbing now is a lot better. Oh, did you see that? So if you face them, they kind of stop. And if you turn you back, they come towards you. So that might be a little kind of...
handy little thing.
Handy little kind of cheat later on. Or strategy that we can employ. Okay, cool. So you get the lanterns. Fly and kick him. No. Go the ladder. Come on. Yeah. So, what was I talking about? So, Way of the Dragon. Oh yeah, so there's a scene at the beginning of Way of the Dragon, and anyone who's seen the dub will know where I'm going with this. So he gets to Italy in the film, and it's kind of like the first film where Bruce Lee showed his sense of humour, because it's quite a funny film as well. He's not like just a silent tough guy. He's quite a kind of like fish out of water type of funny character. Yeah. Unused to sort of, you know, the customs and what have you. So he orders some food, and he doesn't know the language on the menu, and he's there to kind of meet one of the Chinese.
The gap's opened up down there.
Yeah. So one of his sort of, you know, Chinese relatives there. But they haven't met him, so he goes to the restaurant. So he orders something, and it's all in Italian. So what happens is...
nice one, you got both the lanterns this time.
So what happens is, and if I can have a breather here, hopefully it'll... Come on, go down. Oh no, this is going to be fun.
Nice one.
That's all right. So he's ordering the lunch, and it's all in Italian. So he gulps like comically, and then looks at the waitress. She says like, "What are you having?" And he says, and this got to be the dub that makes it funnier. He says, "Eggs," and she says, "Huh?" And he like gulps again. He says, "Eggs." Like this, and she doesn't know what he's on about, right? so like it's the way he says eggs. It's just hilarious. Hang on, go. Okay, and cheers. And so in the end, he just like points to random things on the menu, right? So he's thinking he's having dinner. They come, and it's like 8 bowls of soup, and he just says, "Oh God," and he just has to eat them all. You know?
Oh no.
And then he loosens his belt and... oh dear.
Oh no. That was unlucky, that was.
Yeah, hang on. No. Okay, so... Yeah, it's a pretty good film though. And he's got the classic Chuck Norris scene at the end where he's kind of like fighting him in the Colosseum. I didn't see that flower. It's fighting him in the Colosseum.
Yeah.
And... Do you know, talking about Chuck Norris, do you know any Chuck Norris jokes?
Not off the top of my head.
So, shall I tell you mine?
Go on then.
Oh. This is not going well, is it? So, when Chuck Norris does a push-up, he doesn't move off the floor. It's the world moving away from him.
I like that.
I think I told that incorrectly, but you get the gist of it.
Yeah.
But another one is so there's supposed to be a cure for cancer, but no one knows what it. Well, no one can get access to it because it's actually Chuck Norris's tears.
Oh, he never cries.
He never cries. There you go. Oh no! It's all going wrong, isn't it? It's all going peaked on.
Yeah.
Hang on. Okay, so this will only kind of maximise my resolve even further. Let's go for it. Okay.
Nice one.
Awesome. Boom. Okay. Got to take into consideration that lag.
Yeah.
Okay. I know there's a way to do it without jumping. There you go. And like as with any of these games, it's like you've got to get into the swing of it again, and then the muscle memory starts to creep in, and you're in the flow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really weird how all these little things you start to just remember at the back of your mind, and it kind of triggers like memories and.
Memories? Headaches with pictures then. Was that thoughts? I can't remember. Good old Fry from Futurama, whichever it is.
Yeah. Okay, let's go down here. Have you seen we were talking earlier about like the Hong Kong films. Have you seen Iceman Cometh?
No, I haven't. No.
Is it the top? Yeah, it's the top here. With Yen Biao, that's such a good film. There's Yen Biao, Maggie Chung. So like in it. By the way, Yen Biao is like one of the Seven Little Fortunes of the Peking Opera group that Jackie Chan was in. And Yen Biao, Sammo Hung, and Jackie Chan were famously used to like star in a lot of films together. And there was they actually did a few films where there was like three of them in the film as an ensemble cast.
Oh, cool.
And I believe off the top of my head you've got Wheels on Meals, which is my all-time favourite. I love Wheels on Meals. Wheels on Meals also features Benny the Jet Urquidez. So do you know who Benny the Jet is?
Nope.
Benny the Jet is the inventor of kickboxing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he's an American guy, really, really tough. He was the world champion kickboxer for several years, and he was undefeated. He had over 200 matches.
Wow.
Undefeated. Absolute, legend, brilliant technique. He was famous for his spinning back kick, which was like awesome. He used to knock people out with it.
Wow.
Really, really cool. He fought Jackie Chan at the end of Wheels on Meals in the film. Right. So, and it's widely acknowledged as the best fight scene of all time.
Cool.
It's absolutely incredible, and it's like there's all sorts of highlights in it. Like there's this one scene where Benny the Jet kicks so hard that he blows the candles out as the foot goes past the candle.
Wow.
And all sorts so it's just an incredible, and it's like filmed in Spain in this castle. And it's cool. so awesome. There's like at the beginning, when Jackie Chan always has to do he always does it for our enjoyment. Does that parkour over a gate, in Police Story, he does the parkour over the gate. Well, in Wheels on Meals, he does the parkour with like two sticks. So he scales like a kind of a 50-foot wall or something. And there's like holes strategically in the wall. So what he does is he sticks a stick in a hole, and then he jumps onto that stick. Then he sticks another stick up, and then he sort of like jumps up to the other stick, and then kind of like does like a spin around it, and then does all these acrobatics as he's going up the wall, and it's just a joy to watch, But But one of the cool things, because I was reading in his autobiography about it,
Right.
he challenged Benny the Jet Urquidez to a real kickboxing match.
Oh, wow.
Like, and Benny the Jet says, like, because Jackie Chan could fight, like he said.
Yeah.
Benny the Jet. Oh, by the way, Benny the Jet, he was saying about, do you know he said the toughest guy I ever fought on screen was Sammo Hung.
Oh, wow.
He says if Sammo Hung wanted to compete, he would do really well because he said he was solid. Like
he is.
You hit because he's like a big guy.
Yeah.
Not very tall, but he's a big guy.
Yeah.
But because he was in the Peking Opera group. By the way, do you know how... I know loads of these facts just like spring into mind. Do you know how Sammo Hung got his weight?
No.
Well, this is what Sammo Hung was saying. Apparently, when he was in the Peking Opera, he became very ill. I think it was glandular fever or something. I don't know if it was glandular fever or some kind of illness.
Ooh.
And as a result, he was put on this medication. And this medication made him gain a lot of weight.
Right.
And after the medication, he never went back to his original weight. So he always stayed at that weight, sort of thing.
Wow, so it messed with his metabolism.
Yeah. So before that, he wasn't as rotund as he is, and as we know him, you know. But like, it was crazy because, like, if you watch films like Knockabout and what was the other one? The Iron Fist. Oh, it wasn't the Iron Fist. And Close Encounters of the Spooky Kind. There's stuff in there where he's actually like there's a jump rope, right?
Yeah.
And he's actually backflipping in the jump rope. He's doing backflips in the jump rope. He's just incredible athlete, you know. Yeah. But anyway, like Benny the Jet was saying, but like Sammo Hung's a real deal. He's really athletic, really quick, but solid because he knows how to use the weight, to his advantage.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'll go down here and tell you the rest. All right. I hope they don't come after me now. Oh, here we go. It's all right. Don't worry.
Okay. Never mind.
We'll have another
round.
Yeah.
Another round.
I will defeat it.
Yeah.
So, I love the music, man. It sounds like a Japanese chiptune.
It does. It's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, when I was in Japan, like in the early noughties, like I went to this place. I think it wasn't Harajuku, but it was like in Okinawa, I think it was. And it was like this really, really cool sort of like, hip place that had all this cool fashion, kind of like, in the Midlands we've got Oasis.
Yeah.
So Oasis is sort of like the Midlands Harajuku, for those who don't know. It was like a cultural hub. It had all the bohemian fashions and sort of like goth fashions and stuff like that. And it was really cool, wasn't it?
It was
like a
so
kind of
cool.
cultural sort of melting pot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it was sort of like that sort of place. It was really, really cool. It had really cool like indie music where you had like really cool music and really cool fashion, lots of video games and stuff like that. And anyway, they had this section of music, and I hadn't heard of it before, and it was like music that was made with old sort of gaming sort of
like
what do you
old
call
consoles
them?
And Game Boys and stuff
yeah,
like that.
Yeah, like the what they call them, sound cards.
Oh yeah, like the SID chip on the Commodore 64.
Yeah, so like the sound cards of these old consoles, they hook up and they make music with it, and so they call this chip tune. So like kind of they kind of like do the old synths and stuff like that, and arrange it, and then it's usually like a female vocalist who puts a vocal onto it, and it's like a kind of cute sort of vocal style. I was just like kind of really intrigued by this music, chiptune music.
Yeah.
And I guess that was like the early sort of proto genre of like synthwave that we have now. But this was like before synthwave. This was like late 90s, early noughties sort of thing.
There's a band called Pixel-Rife. They were very good. I think it's just one guy.
Yeah.
He used Amstrads and Commodore 64s and Spectrums and things like that to make music.
Yeah. I think we're okay missing that lantern.
Either that or you can't go back.
I thought that would... Okay, we're okay. We're back in business. Let's go. Yeah, and then there was also... I've got to actually look at the concept, but there was a guy in Japan who did concerts, like gigs, you just like with his laptop and using the sound board on a Game Boy.
Oh,
I
cool.
don't know the name of the artist, but I'll have to look it up. But that was pretty cool.
That was cool. That would have been cool. I want to see that.
Yeah. That's it. There we go. Get them both on the sword. There we go.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Death by the sword.
Death by the sword. Okay, there, and then... Come on. Oh,
You got away with it.
I got away with it. Sometimes the jankiness works to your advantage.
Yeah.
You got to take it when you can. Whoa, there we go.
Oh, that was...
The death flower.
Yeah.
I love the... I mean, like, you know, you both love it and hate it at the same time. I like the graphics of the death flower, but don't want to be on the wrong side of it.
No, totally understand that.
Yeah, and then jump, get onto the edge. Onto the edge, miss the swords, cool. Go across. Okay.
Now you got your electric fence or whatever it is.
Yeah, electric floor, electric boogaloo. Alright. Bruce Lee 2, the electric boogaloo.
Yeah.
Well, they should have made a sequel to this game, man.
Yeah, that'd have been cool.
Yeah. I don't know what order to do this. Has that reversed the...
No.
Okay, that's the order. Because I was doing it before and it makes it harder if it's drifting down first. So you want to get left to right there.
Right.
Then this one should open up the bottom. Oh, no.
Damn.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
At least you can go back
Just
up.
a setback. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's all right.
Hey.
Excellent. There we go.
I thought I was going to get you then.
You can do it without jumping. I remember now. Okay. Okay, to the side here. Yeah, over there. So... Yeah, so yeah, if anyone wants to check out a really cool Hong Kong film, as I was saying before, the dude who did the sort of, you know, the backflips and the gambol at the beginning of Enter the Dragon, you know, Bruce Lee's stunt double, that dude is in Iceman Cometh along with Yembio, and that film is incredible. So the premise is, Yembio is this like really powerful kung fu master in history, who's I think he's a sword master as well, but kind of like, you know, they have really mystical abilities. You know, they can sort of do all sorts of magical powers and stuff, and like kind of old techniques. So he's got like an arch rival in this dude, the Bruce Lee, you know, stunt double guy.
Yeah.
And so he's fighting with him, and they get encased in ice because I don't know if the ice age comes, or they're in a snow blizzard, I think, and they get encased in ice. And so like they sort of come to life, or someone brings them back to life in 1980s Hong Kong.
Fair enough.
And so Yen Biao is like a fish out of water, and he doesn't like, because he's from like, you know, the I don't know, the 1200s or something like that. You know, he doesn't know about modern day.
No,
So
no.
like
Here's a microwave, mate.
Exactly.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, well, there's
Here's
one
a
of
cassette
those.
player.
It's all that kind of thing. Like he's
Yeah.
bewildered by modern day technology, like television. He thinks it's kind of like some kind of mystical magic box, and I think he tries to like break it. And then Maggie Chung's character says, "No, no," you know. But how he meets Maggie Chung's character, Maggie Chung plays a prostitute in it,
Right.
and she's being set upon by these like ne'er-do-wells. So, but he thinks that she's some kind of like damsel in distress, which she is,
Yeah.
or some kind of princess. You know, I'll save you, princess. And so what he does is he takes on like, I don't know, a group of like, you know, 8 people or something.
Wow.
with like knives, machetes, and what have you. But
Wow.
he's like fighting with them, and he's doing all these acrobatics, and then he sort of just like kind of touches them in different places, and they freeze because
Oh,
like he kind of hits them in the
wow.
pressure points. Like, you know, he's
Yeah.
got that sort of power. And then Maggie Chung goes up to one of them and says, "Oh wow!" and then like kind of tweaks their nose and like starts poking their eyes and stuff like that. And she's like really getting into it. And then it's like she starts to really become like power hungry because he's sort of because I think he thinks she's a princess or something. He becomes her escort throughout 1980s Hong Kong. You know, it's like anyone who even looks at her wrong, he's like there, and like, but she's like really sort of taking advantage of it, and like you know, if you do anything, my boyfriend's going to beat you up and all of this kind of thing. It's a really cool film, but it's got that really cool fish out of water vibe. Like he goes to her apartment, and like, you know, he doesn't know what a TV is, and like there's a whole, you know, sort of funny montage on it. I love those kind of 80s montages, those fish out of water montages, which like back then it wasn't really a trope because it was the first time that kind of thing was happening. Now it's sort of, you know, it's a trope, isn't it? But it's really, really charming, and there's this whole thing at the end, like a really cool scene where like the one of the baddies he's on horseback, like kind of going through the street at night with wielding a sword and stuff like that, and like there's a rock soundtrack going on.
Oh, nice!
It's awesome. And then Yambio's on a motorbike, and like they've got to do something to time travel back to their own time, sort of thing.
Cool.
You know, like something happens, like it's a once every 100 year or every several 100-year event, and it's such a cool film. It's called The Iceman Cometh. You know, the Iceman. Yeah, it's the Iceman because he was like encased in ice and he got brought back to life, sort of thing. Really good film. One of my favourites. Yeah, Yambio is very underrated. I think underrated as a Hong Kong action star. He was actually the most acrobatic of the lot. Yambio.
Oh, cool.
Definitely the most acrobatic of the lot. Really, really skillful. I used to enjoy his stuff a lot. He was in the film Dragons Forever, and if you haven't seen Dragons Forever, it's amazing. It's Jackie Chan, Yen Bio, and Sammo Hung. One of the films where the three together star, you know.
That'll be well good.
Really good. They star also in Project A, but it's like only bit parts. They're only in it a little bit. But the films that they star all three together is it's sort of a trilogy. So it's Wheels on Meals, Dragons Forever, and there is a third one.
Bob the Builder Goes Nuts.
Yes, that's the one.
There
you go.
Now
Thanks,
stop
Dave.
Bob the Builder from
Brilliant.
taking over and killing everybody
Bob
with
the
his...
Builder Goes Nuts. That'd be an interesting crossover, actually.
Yeah. You forgot the last thing.
No, it's just...
It's the third one, wasn't it?
It's this one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Unless it changes each time.
Let's see. I bet it does. Do you know what I haven't done? You need to get the flashing yin yang sign before it opens up. That's what. Oh no. This is where I got to the last time, is it?
Yeah. Oh, that was nice.
It's a good method, wasn't it? And then now and then jump again, and then that's it.
Oh, nice.
Okay, and then I've got the one in the middle this time. I like the patterns. No!
Oh, that's harsh as it starts you there.
Old school gaming. I love it.
Sometimes.
Nah, I like it. I like the challenge, you know. Like, I mean, this is what it was like back in the day, and I hope our audience can appreciate this. Like, you had one game, like, every couple of weeks or months, and you played the heck out of that game, didn't you?
Yeah.
And you knew it back to front, all the little nuances, all the little tricks. And the more that you played it, the more skillful you got at it. I appreciate that old school level of game design, where it's not just, it doesn't hold your hand.
It doesn't hold your hand at all.
No. You've got to intricately know every little kind of moving part, moving pixel, you know, and just you start. And there's a sort of like, there's a real charm to that, because you develop a sort of.
You develop reactions as well.
Yeah, it's an emotional reaction. You develop a sort of an emotional bond with that game as a result, which you don't really get with gaming today.
No.
As much, you know.
A lot of games do hold your hand nowadays.
Yeah, there we go. So I'm just going to take a little bit of a rest.
yeah, I don't blame you.
Okay. They do, and I do appreciate games like Dark Souls, where it's like, you know, hardcore challenge, you know, because you've got to have games like that. I mean, it's okay to hold your hand, and I mean, there's two sort of games that I like. There's the type of game where you can just chill out and relax, and you can create things, or you can go exploring.
Yeah.
And you just that's the kind of experience game.
Yeah, nice to relax to and just explore the world that is being created.
Yeah, like your Elder Scrolls and stuff like that, or I'm playing at the moment. I'm playing Satisfactory and Planet Crafter, amazing games. Planet Craft. Oh, I need to show you that.
Yeah, I need to have a look at Planet Crafter.
So good. But and then there's the game where it's like you need to play it over and over and over again to develop skill at it. It's like akin to, I suppose, chess, or like a kind of advanced board game, strategic board game. Like, I play a lot of board games, so something like Tigris and Euphrates would be a Reiner Knizia game that has a real level of depth that if you are a beginner, you're going to get crushed.
Yeah.
And if you know, it's like a Street Fighter 2 or a Street Fighter 3, you know, or you know, King of the Fighters, what have you, you know, the fighting games. You need to learn. There are levels to that, like, you know, it's not a button basher. It's not, you can't just get through it by little skill. There are games like that, but it's like, if you know it intricately, you can actually develop a serious strategic and tactical knowledge of that game, and you know the game design intricately. You can get into the zone, you can get into the flow state. I appreciate that kind of design, both in board games and video games, and I think we're seeing less of that. The games that facilitate the enabling of flow state more and more. We're seeing less and less of it, and I hope I hope like there's like more like Japanese design level games where, you know, you've got that sort of challenge, you know, the Ninja Gaidens and Mega Mans and stuff like. But the new Ninja Gaidens, you know, the 3D ones.
Right, I haven't played the 3D ones.
They're really seriously hard, really good, but seriously, like they're Dark Souls level hard or Demon Souls level hard.
Nice.
Or Elden Ring, you know. So I appreciate there are games like that. I acknowledge that not every game needs to be like that.
No, very
but
true.
I always
want
something
to relax
to, exactly. Like, and there's experience games, as I said before, but I do appreciate the hardcore games, you know. And I do think we're seeing less and less of them, unfortunately, because it's like it's the lowest common denominator, you know, like kind of catering to the masses sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
But anyway, let's see what's through here. I can't remember. Okay, so we're almost at the end now. Okay, go. Go, go, go. Come on, come on. Come on. Okay, this one's done. Okay, go on, go on, go on, go on, go on, go on. So, 20 goes there. Okay, that's it.
Oh no.
It's okay, it's okay. Little ladder. Okay, I'm going to take another little breather.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Doing alright though.
Yeah. You got to look out for those shots coming all the way across the screen.
I might just get that lantern thing and take a breather there. Let's get past this.
Okay.
Now, I can't remember how I go about this because you can climb. Oh, this is tricky. I do like it though. So, can you duck? Hang on. Okay, you can duck.
Yeah.
Right, so this is the ducking part, right? So
I wondered when you'd use that.
Yeah, there. Not going to take any chances, just in case.
I wouldn't.
Okay. So here, well, so this is the only way you do this. Is you've got to wait until
that shot goes.
Is that going to kill me now? Okay. Yeah, you've got to time it and then follow it.
Oh wow, that's going to be hard.
Like this, and then you've only got the window of opportunity to climb up the. Like that.
Oh.
Oh! 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 That's how it's done.
Oh yes. Oh, that was good. Nice one, dude.
Okay.
High five.
Brilliant. So, I mean, I just want to talk about like the format of this show because how we've got this set up is it's just two two dudes, two friends sitting on a couch, you know, hooked up with a microphone, playing a game. So we're playing this in real time together.
Yeah.
In sort of in the flesh sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it's just emulating the old school way, you know, when we were kids in the 80s, 90s, playing with friends, you know, just having
shooting the breeze.
Shooting the breeze, exactly. So that's what we kind of want to recreate, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
So, okay, let's go for it. Okay.
Nice one.
Okay, you just got to get right on the edge here. Now, that could kill me or could not kill me. It's not going to kill me, okay. So it's the same deal here. I think if I get to the end there...
You need to drop off then, don't you?
Yeah, I think it'll drop off down that sort of...
before the ladder.
Bit of fencing, yeah. And then I go down and then I get the bit at the bottom. Now, this is harder, I believe.
Yeah, I think you need to drop off.
Oh!
Oh, sorry, dude.
No, did you see that? It went under my armpit.
Yeah, that was lucky. I think you need to drop off now. Oh, you ducked. That was clever.
Yeah.
Now you need to drop down.
Yeah.
Or just duck. Good idea.
Hang on. Okay. There we go.
That's cheeky, isn't it?
Good level design though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And that's how you do it.
Hey.
Oh! 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 Oh!
Or is it? Oh no, congratulations. I thought that was another level then.
That's what we had as an end game sequence. There we go.
Oh, that's nice. Let's just stuck that in.
Now, I didn't know whether this was like some rolling hills, rolling valleys, or it was like treasure coming through the like the doorways.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I didn't know which way it was to this day. I think it's kind of rolling hills sort of thing.
And the game starts again.
Yeah. And he falls. There we go.
I thought it'd been funny if he was totally stuck there.
There we go. Okay, and that's been Bruce Lee. Hope you've enjoyed this episode of Gaming with Wolves. All right.
That was great.
Yeah.
Thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah, nice one, dude. Well, I hope to see you next time. Okay.
And have a good time.